producer of Marvel Studios' Echo talks a little bit about what this series is meant to do in terms of bringing new eyes and attention and a style of brutality and storytelling that we've never seen from the MCU before. The lead up to Echo has made it quite apparent that things are changing with Marvel Studios. And the more we're seeing of how far they're willing to push the boundary of what they allow in the MCU in terms of continuity, violence, storytelling, just everything, obviously Echo marks a significant shift. We all thought Deadpool 3 would be the first adult-style content we're getting, but obviously this is it. So Brad Winderbaum, the producer over at Marvel Studios who was hands-on with this series, says that Echo is meant to mark a new beginning. This is Marvel Studios going into territories that they have never been in before. And he says if you look at what was done on the other side, referencing Marvel TV, and what they did with Marvel Studios with shows like Loki, that this is obviously different. And they strive to give people something very different that could hopefully build upon a new style in the MCU, aka the Spotlight banner. And he says that the whole approach here was go more in terms of what we do with grounding these characters than we've ever done, and that was sort of the push. And he says that the new beginning here is essentially showing fans that we're not just limited to this or that we can take various projects, various characters, and if they belong in something more adult, we'll tell that story. When they show up in other projects, well, they're going to be adapted for those projects. AKA, look at what happened with Kingpin and Maya in Hawkeye. Now look at them in Echo. And then what's going to happen when she shows up in something like Daredevil Born Again or another project? They're obviously going to have to scale her violence and what she does. Same thing with how they do pretty much with all the Avengers and other Marvel characters and crossovers. So this was essentially a test bed. How far can we push everything in terms of being different, but also informing a new style for the MCU that people don't expect?